Hurry, Simba! Over this way! Your father awaits! He is in there. I swear, Rafiki, if you lied to me... Oh, you son of a bee! What the... Simba, you must... why do you look like that? Look like what? Show me the real you. Simba. I said the real you! Perfection. Well, at least I'm better liked and made more money than you. Oh shit. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a few weeks, I've been really busy getting a new job and stuff, but no more excuses. Here we are. Also, I apologize for the opening, my voice. I use my voice for a lot of different things and it didn't really, I don't know. I thought I sounded decent. Okay, so right now we're going to be reviewing The Lion King 2019, directed by Jon Favreau, and it kind of surprised me that he directed this, but I could see the similarities because he also did The Jungle Book back in 2016, which I thought was pretty good, and I think The Jungle Book back in 2016 is probably my favorite of the Disney remakes so far. This one again, I want to do the spoiler-free and the spoiler section reviews. So right now we're going to do spoiler-free reviews. The spoiler-free reviews coming up. Although I don't think there's too much to spoil here, even in the spoil section, just because you know what's going to be in this movie if you've seen the 1994 movie. Let's start off with the things that I thought were done well. First off, the graphics were really good. It's visually stunning in some points, but at the same time it feels as if it's lacking a lot of emotion and emotional depth. I'll explain more of that in just a second. Another thing that I liked in this one was Zazu. I thought he was funnier than the first one. The spoiler-free section is going to be very short, so all I'm going to say is I did not like this film. It's almost a shot-for-shot remake of the original 1994 movie. When you have two films that are so similar, you have to compare them, especially if it's a remake being almost a shot-for-shot. And I'm sorry, but this new one sucks. And almost everything compared to the original, except Zazu, the original blows this one out of the water. The visuals of the original are way better, has a lot more emotion, character depth, character development. On the 1994 film is superior in every way, except Zazu. To say this film is bad would be an understatement. This film is atrocious. At least that's what I thought. And here's the thing too with me. I already had a stigma against these remakes because I thought Disney was just trying to get a cash grab with them. And this film proves me right. Most of the remakes I've hated. I have absolutely hated. This one might be the worst one of them all. I'm not kidding you. I'm sorry to say it if you guys liked this new film, but it's so bad. Save your money. Don't go see it. I did have some emotional responses to the film, but the only reasons I had those responses is because of the original. The original did so much more better, and every time I would be like, oh, this is a really sad moment, I'd think back on the original and how the original did it better. Now let's get into the spoiler section. Spoil section ahead. Please skip ahead if you don't want a spoiler. Alright, time to get into the spoiler section of this. So, one thing that was really bothering me about this film is there's no emotional weight behind any of it. Nothing. You don't feel connection to these characters at all. The only connection you feel is to the, like I said before, the past film. And you might say, huh, why is that? Well, Mitch, let me tell you. The reason why is because the freaking graphics. The graphics are so good, they just look like photorealistic animals. They don't convey any emotion on their face, and it's all bland. Also, another reason is, this drove me absolutely nuts about the film, but they cut out some of the character development with Simba and with other characters in the film. And the reason why they did that makes no sense to me, because they showed, I think they did it just to show how cool their graphics would be. I'm not kidding you, this happens in the film. Let's follow this piece of hair as it floats down the river for 5 minutes. And then and eventually gets to the baboon. Why? You could have used that time to develop Simba. You could have done something different. I'm not opposed to shot-for-shot remakes. I'm not opposed to remakes. I'm not opposed to remakes at all. In fact, I welcome them. But if you're going to do a remake, do something different. Change something about it. Got one movie, for example, that Disney already did. Maleficent. Maleficent's way different than the source material, but you know what? I hate it. I still hate it. But at least they tried. At least they tried to do something different. Another thing, I know you're going to hate me for saying this, but they reused some of the jokes. They reuse them. And they still kind of got a laugh in the audience, but not really. Do you know why? Because we've heard the same thing joke 10, 20 years ago. The characters aren't as good. I'm sorry I'm saying it. They all suck except Zazu. Zazu's the only one that I kind of liked in this new film. The other ones aren't as good. You got fake Simba, fake Timon, fake Pumbaa, fake blah 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 blah. Overall, let me just finish it up right now. I'm giving this film a 2. A 2 out of 10. The only reason it doesn't get a 1 for me is because the graphics did look pretty good. Okay, here's a note for Disney, this is what I would love to see. I would love to see them do remakes of movies that are not as well known, or that didn't do as good the first time they came out. Something that could really use an update. Like Rescuers Down Under. Did you know that was Disney? The Black Cauldron. Could you imagine if this... There's something there. If that was remade, how cool that would be. And they could do so much stuff with that film and that franchise. If you're going to remake something, do it differently. Change it up. Bring something new to the table. The Lion King did not need to be remade. Okay, I'm sorry for my rant, but thanks you guys for watching it. This is just my opinion. If you don't agree with me, that's okay. Go down there and comment what you didn't like about my argument. Thanks you guys for watching this. Click down there, like, subscribe. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.